Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking about that damn Luka Doncic. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Now, this is a show that I should have probably done yesterday, where I could just dedicate specific content to this guy, but we had a lot of content to produce yesterday. But today we're going to do it. And the person that reminded me is Max Kellerman. So as you guys know, Max Kellerman has his podcast, or they have a podcast with him and Rich Paul, right? Called Game Over. And they, y'all know about it. I don't need to talk about it. Y'all know about these guys. Well, anyway, they recently made some headlines for some stuff that Max Kellerman said about Luka Doncic yesterday. And apparently it's not Max. It's not just Max, excuse me. Bill Simmons complained about it. The guy that used to work on ESPN that was talking to Bill Simmons, I forgot his name. He was fired, and he's not working with Bill Simmons there. I forgot his name. They were talking about it. And essentially the video is Max Kellerman rips Luka Doncic for always crying the refs. So what I want to do is I want to play what Max said first. And then we're going to come back and really get it, because I'm just going to rip into this guy. Take a listen to Max Kellerman here talking about Luka Doncic.
The point is, that is not okay. And you know how Riley has his statue? You know what Luka Doncic's statue, if he ever gets one outside his crypto now, is going to be? It's going to be like this. This is the Luka statue, like this, with his arms out like this.
Why you say that?
Every single trip down the floor, you're complaining to the refs? Every trip down the floor?
Oh.
Every trip down the floor, you're complaining to the refs? Even when he hits the shot. No, you're not going to get the and one. And it can't be that the refs blow every call on Luka Doncic. Not only that.
This is your rant.
No, I got a rant.
Fantastic. Let's talk about Luka. This is a long time coming, but I think it's time for us to now unleash and unload on this guy. Luka Doncic is the worst basketball player to watch in the NBA. Luka Doncic is unwatchable damn near. If he's not getting into his bag and doing that dribble, step back three, which is his signature move, Luka is unwatchable. All Luka does is seek fouls, foul bait, and cry. From the seeking foul stuff is disgusting to watch. He plays for fouls. Luka doesn't play to score. He plays to get fouled. There's a fundamental difference. He doesn't play to make shots. He plays to draw fouls. And it's a disgusting brand of basketball to watch. Do you know why? Because you end up having these awkward shots. Half of the fouls that the league calls on Luka are not fouls. Half of them. What am I talking about? When Luka gets you in a pick and roll and he gets his defender behind his back, right? Luka has this disgusting move where he'll get the player behind his back. He'll usually dribble his right or left hand or whatever. Then he will just flail out to the left and then shoot the ball, and the ref will call a foul. Most cases, no one is even touching Luka. If you take away this flopping, a lot of the foul calls that Luka gets, there's no way he's as a prolific scorer as he is. That's the first thing. The second thing, Luka's complaining is disgusting. Luka Doncic's complaining is disgusting to look at. I remember them complaining about it in Dallas, but now seeing it as a Laker, it is disgusting to watch. Luka Doncic is a freaking crybaby when he's on the court. It's disgusting. Luka complains every call, every time down the floor. Luka is the only player that believes he gets fouled. The only time Luka believes he doesn't get fouled is when he misses open shots. But if there's a player within the vicinity of Luka and he misses the shot, he's calling for a foul. And what makes it worse is I figured out that Luka uses fouls, his crying for fouls, as a way to not get back on defense. That's a trick that he does. Luka, specifically, if he doesn't want to get back on defense after he misses a shot, he won't get back on defense. Which is one of the reasons why I say JJ Redick should get fired. Because JJ can't even get that out of him. JJ can't even get Luka to stop whining and moaning and actually get back on. He can't do that. He can't. He refuses to bench a 42-year-old. He can't do that. Luka has a disgusting game to watch. And I'm going to say this because I've been thinking about it the last few days. Luka will not last as a Laker. I said it here first. It's 2026, February 24th. Luka Doncic will not last as a Laker going into the future. I'm saying it right now. Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude. The constant whining and complaining, it's not going to work. If you look at Luka's body, he's already put on all the weight. And I'm not one here to body shame. I have no, I have no grounds to stand on when it comes to that. Luka's added all his weight back. Look at him. Look at him. Now, I'm not getting paid to be in the NBA. And most of the reasons why I put on weight has nothing to do with the reasons he put on weight. A lot of it has to do with where I live and all. His is totally different. Luka's already put on the weight. And his trick is whenever he calls for fouls is because he doesn't want to get back on defense. That's been the number one thing. This guy gives up open layups all the time. I don't think Luka's going to last. And if I'm being honest with you, if the Lakers can find a better play in the future, I would trade Luka Doncic. I'm going to say this. If I had an opportunity as the Lakers to trade Luka for Anthony Edwards, I would do it in a heartbeat. Let me repeat. If I was the Lakers and I had an opportunity to swap Anthony Edwards for Luka Doncic, I would do it in a heartbeat. Somebody said, why? Is Ant-Man as good a defender, a scorer as Luka Doncic? No. He's a good scorer, not as good as him. But with Ant-Man I know at least will score the ball. He will get in his teammates, and he will play defense. Luka has no inclination of playing defense. And there's one thing if you're not a good defender. It's another thing where you quit on play. Luka quits on plays defensively. He quits. And his mechanism in which he uses to quit is crying for fouls. How has nobody pointed this out? LeBron is a leader. He ain't said nothing yet. JJ Redick, you're the coach. You haven't said nothing yet. How come you guys can't get him? How come when Luka refuses to get back on defense, you don't call a timeout and yank his ass out of the game and chew into him in the side? Do you know why? Because they're talking about whose jackets look better. That's what JJ's doing. Who has a better jacket and players off every time they play well in the post-game conference. That's what he does. Go look at Phil Jackson after a good game that Kobe Bryant had, and then look at JJ Redick. This fan, bro. He's a fan. He's a fan. So to me, man, look, Max Kellerman is 100% correct. Luka needs to stop this. It's disgusting and it's unbecoming of a player that the face of the Los Angeles. It's unbecoming of you, bro. Not every time they're fouling you. And my God, so what if they fouled you and didn't call it? You can make a big deal out of it after you get back on defense. What's going to happen if you were Kobe Bryant, put in Kobe Bryant's shoes in 2010, playing against the Denver Nuggets when they were trying to foul him, whatever his name, Dante Jones was trying to foul him and hurt Kobe. All throughout that, Kobe played through it, not Luka. Luka would have been on the floor crying. He would have walked out of a playoff game because they're fouling him and the refs ain't calling it. My God, bro, this dude is insufferable. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.